Hey, ¿qué pasa, Mufasa? Today we're going to be doing a photo shoot with a couple. We're going to be doing a white backdrop, very simple, with a sofa. Now, most of the time I do all of my shoots outdoors, you know, with the greenery, with the backlit sun and everything. But this bride specifically wanted a white backdrop and simple. So this is something different, and I figured I would record it for you guys. So we're going to set up. We're here at my house today. Invited them over to my house so we could shoot. Let's get it. So we got a light set up with a bounce card through diffusion, going through here, going to this backdrop. And then we're gonna have a little bit of bounce to fill in the shadows. If you can see here, hold on. Right here. And then we're motivating the light from that window right there. Alrighty, so we have our lighting set up. So the next step that we have to do is get our settings dialed in. And for this shoot, I have my shutter speed at 1/250th of a second. I'm shooting at f1.8 and ISO 1250 using the 55 1.8 lens. Now you're going to see here that I'm using the 24 1.4 G Master, but I quickly realized that I'm showing way too much of other things that I don't want to be showing, and I switch over to that 55 for the remainder of the shoot, and I don't change my settings at all. And then the settings we're using is 1/128th power, using the AD200, and we're just spreading light everywhere using the bounce, filling in the shadows. It's going to be a really high key look. First shot of the day, having them holding each other, looking at the camera, and then I noticed that Abraham's hand was in his pocket, so I corrected that, and boom, first shot of the day. Awesome. Now I want you to you guys can just hold each other, you know, get real close. Yeah, real close. There you go. Yeah, get real close. Nice. And yeah, I really want you to hold each other, like everything, you know, touching together, your hips touching, chest, stomach, everything getting real close. Good. And I want you to, Abraham, yeah, so when you put your arms around Mariana, the main thing is just to have your palms facing upwards. So like if you bring her in, make sure your palms are always facing up. Like this? Yeah, okay. And get real close. You can get. You guys are married? If you guys ain't doing your photo shoots in socks, then you guys are doing it wrong. That's how you get the best images. You got to use your socks only. Awesome. And this is what I'll tell you guys to do. If you can, try to keep, it's gonna sound kind of weird, but just try to keep your hands moving. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just kind of like keep them, just keep moving your arms. Don't stay one. Because what happens, what happens if you stay still, you get stiff. Or just like, how does it, show each other how much you love each other just with movement. And looking at each other. No communication allowed. No talking. So the reason I tell them this is because if they're talking in the middle of the photo shoot, a lot of times you're going to get photos with their mouths partially open, and it's going to look kind of weird in the photos. And I was really trying to go for a look here that created a lot of intimacy and stuff. And so I really wanted them to just kind of be silent, enjoy each other, and really just show how much each other, like they love each other with just their movements. And really, you're going to see here throughout the video that we get a really lot of great intimate moments doing this. Can you smell her cheek, Abraham? On that side? Perfect. Good. One more time, looking right at me. Nice. Actually, can you maybe kiss her on the neck from here? I don't know if you need to widen your stance a little bit.
Well, don't hunch. Widen it.
Always making sure you're snapping those candid moments in between. Okay, ready? Just like that. Awesome, right there. And then eyes closed. And this hand will be out of the frame. Awesome. Eyes closed. Cool. Looking down, and then one more looking right at me. Nice. One of the things that I've also started experimenting is shooting down at the couple or the groom or the bride or whatever. Shooting down towards them gives you a different perspective, and it's also a more flattering look that I've realized. And I've gotten to this bad habit of shooting up at couples most of the time, and that tends to be a not flattering look. So if you can, at all costs, try to shoot downwards, and that's going to give you a lot better, more flattering look. And you can kiss her or smell her on the, or kind of smell her cheek on this while she looks at me. And again, I haven't changed any of my settings. If you notice, I'm not posting them there on the photos. That's because I'm not changing them. Once I have my settings dialed in using Flash, I don't have to change the settings anymore because I'm not changing the f-stops. I'm not changing just shutter speed. Everything is staying the same. The lighting's staying the same. And if you want to see a tutorial on how I dial in my Flash settings, I'm going to put a link up here on the info card. Do you know why gnomes laugh when they're running the tall grass?
Why?
Because it tickles their balls. Every groom that I tell that joke to laughs. It gets them every single time. And the groom portraits are pretty easy. Here we're just going to get some details, and we're really going to do like a lot of these faceless type of portraits that I got a lot of inspiration from Gabe McClintock. He's really inspired me to do a lot of faceless portraits, and as you can see, we got some really great shots. Now we're going to move over to Mariana. We're going to do, again, the settings have not changed, and we're just going to photograph her. And I've got a lot of tutorials already talking about how to photograph the bride. Again, I'm using this stool. Whoever engineered this chair needs a raise because it's holding my big butt and it hasn't broken. And again, look, we're just really just running through a shoot now. Not really focused on the lighting anymore because the lighting's not changing. And again, I'm shooting down towards her, and you know, Mariana's killing it. It's really was a really easy shoot to do because, you know, these guys are really photogenic. They're really, you know, don't require a lot of instruction, and it just gave me a lot of confidence behind the camera too. It really was one of my more favorite shoots that I've done recently. Can you grab the bouquet with your right hand? Maybe you can hold it and see.
Just, no, like let it fall on your head.
Something
like,
like
but
that.
like more.
Across your lap, yeah.
Yeah, like,
Just like, yeah.
like
You can
let
kind
it
of lean in towards, yeah, like what you're doing is good. If that feels comfortable for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Do I just keep moving up and down my hands just to keep it like?
Or just let the weight, kind of let the weight. And look at these guys, they're just killing it. I didn't even have to instruct them to do this. They are just killing it, making my job super easy. All I had to do was focus on the lighting, and you know, they're really killing it here. But hopefully you guys can get some inspiration from this. We're using a little sofa, just really simple. Mariana wanted everything super simple, very clean white look with like a little sofa, and that is it. Nothing fancy. She didn't want to do the typical stuff that we usually do, which is going outdoors, you know, golden hour, sunset, sun flares, nothing like that, nothing crazy. Even though we did do that towards the end of the shoot, just because we have to, and it was golden hour and she's underdressed. So you'll see here later in the video that we did some photos here. Now this is going to be my favorite photo from this entire session here, which is I instructed Abraham again, remember to keep their hands moving so they don't look stiff. And this is a really intimate looking photo, as you're going to see here. And it just really does give me all the feels when I look at it. It's just something that just, when you look at it, it really feels like a connection was there between them two. And really just my favorite photo from the day. And as I had mentioned before, we're going to go outside. This is right in front of my house. And I get on the 70-200, zoomed in all the way to 200 to really compress the background and really crop out all the distractions that we can. And that about wraps up this shoot. I mean, this is really, really simple shoot and probably one of my more favorite couple sessions that I've done. It's just something different. Been used to doing a lot of the same stuff. If you guys got value from this video and you want to see more content like this, make sure you like and subscribe, you know, do all that stuff. But you know, let me comment down below and see if you're going to do something like this. I really want to know, really interested on what you guys are doing, and let me know what you thought of the photos. If there's anything that I can do to improve it, let me know. Anyways guys, that about wraps up this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.